Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in the world, whatever time it is. This is a really important message. I was woken in the early hours this morning from the Federation of Worlds, and this has to do with all the timelines. There's a lot of talk out there at the moment of timelines, the big split on the earth. And whilst there are multiple timelines, there are so many timelines, it is ridiculous to the human mind when we try and work it all out. But this is really important because what is actually happening? There was a shift in the planetary grid last night. So where are we now? I'm Sydney, Australia time, Thursday, the 7th of May. It's moving through the planetary grid at the moment, and all starseeds and all first, second, and even third wavers of the ascension wave that's happening inside us are being called to really stop for a moment and breathe and go within our hearts, because what is happening is vital to the whole ascension gateways and timelines that are going, so that we can really focus on that trajectory, if I can say that, of the organic timeline, and that is happening within us. Now, there's a lot of whistleblowers out there, and there is no judgment on that, and a lot of beautiful beings, but there seems to be this whole pull externally to focus on this timeline split. And whilst there are things happening there, we are being asked to just leave that be, to not focus on any of that. When you get messages through for that, for those of us that are sensitive and getting messages through for all the channelers out there, please, please, please listen to go within. It is so important that we are converging our own individual timescape, our own individual timelines within us. We need to do this to stabilize the organic timeline. And what this will do is it will help to create that momentum, that motor, that gentle current, that mirror vibration of then gently helping all of the other individuals on the planet to gently align with the organic timeline. So it's like an opportunity for many other beings and souls to start doing their inner work and to get on board with the organic timeline, because it has been set, it's set in motion. But we are unstabilizing the grid at the moment. A lot of us that are going outside still and listening to all of these other channels, please, 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 please work on going within and understand that as of the 7th of May 26, there is a really important convergence of timelines and timescapes within us. So this is where the sun and the sun codes and the soul codes have activated something called a very ancient code within us, within our souls, within the organic soul stream of source that we are. This is source technology. It is soul technology. You can't get this from anything externally. It is an internal generator. This is an ancient symbol that helps with time alchemy. So it's a time alchemy key, gate key, works with 1 and 8. So we are working up to the 8th dimension, from the 1st to the 8th dimension, and we are converging all of those timelines in us, all of those dimensional timelines, especially through certain parts of the galactic realms. We're working with all of the old war-torn timelines, and it's like an inversion. Okay, so if you are sitting within yourself and you just see all of these timescape possibilities, visualize a spinning wheel. Ducky agrees. And there's all these little timelines and time gates everywhere. We are working with the dimensional, the 12 dimensional aspects of ourselves, the 12 dimensional realms, the 12 realms in this universal game. But as that is all open, what is actually happening is we're being asked to invert that within us. So if we are thinking energetically, for those of us that are very energetic and are really sensitive with our chakra systems and our aura, yes, that's right, Ducky, we're working to invert that. It is, rather than focus on splitting and this great split that's happening, and there's people going to stay in the 3D and people going to 4D and people going to 5D and yada yada. We need to drop that. We need to completely just drop that so that we can really truly feel within us the inversion. So within, so without, so we can stabilize the organic timeline. Really beautiful stuff that is happening. And so this time alchemy key that is activating through the sun gate, it is also working with Soul Code 10, which is something called Lightning River. That's all the storm energy. It's all that. That's why everything's coming out, and we've got, well, everything coming out of the cobwebs, really. Everything out of the cupboards. And we also have something that's coming through, that's very active through the sun gate at the moment, because these soul codes are actually streamed through our oversoul, through the sun. So there's all the same thing as the codes of light, the sun codes. And this is the other one is Soul Code 17, which is the Emerald Stream. That's why I'm dressed in green. I was going to sit and do a transmission for our Remembers portal, a light body activation, which I will do after this on Emerald Stream. It's a beautiful vibration of the sun and joy. And this one here is just, it is going beep, 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 like an alarm going off at the moment through the sun gate. This is the time alchemy. This is why everyone's been talking about time splits and timelines, and where people have been time jumping, and there's been a lot of stuff. So time as we know it is completely collapsing, and our job as light workers, as starseeds, as indigo children, whatever you want to call yourself, people that are aware, that are awakening, that are passionate and in love with all that is, and really working on remembering who they are. Our job is to stabilize the organic timeline. So let us all breathe into that for a moment and sit with that in our body. Now, the Federation of Worlds, the Galactic Federation, all of the beings that work through the higher dimensional realms. I'm really feeling my Lyran counterpart. This is not really affecting 9D to 12D. This is all about 1D to 8D. In its compacting, its converging. Again, there's a bit of repetition here. Do not focus on these timeline splits that everyone is talking about. Focus on converging unconditional love of all of these aspects. There is too much judgment going on. It is an old back of the head, subconscious, unconscious judgment. There's a lot of talk about the draconians and AI. And when we keep focusing on that, and we're focusing on the split, we are focusing on separation, which is actually feeding into those false AI grids, which is feeding into the false timelines. And there are too many of them. And those beings that have fallen out of remembrance with themselves and this whole AI vibration. I'm not talking about the AI that's on our planet. This is an ancient one. It will be working to push through. So we don't want to focus on that. That's not where your focus needs to lie. Your focus needs to lie on gently inverting your timeline. So this is all your past lives. This is you really doing your inner work and feeling and giving love to any distortion. And these 3 soul codes that I've got in front of me, and I'm just going to put them up again because you can just breathe with them. You can freeze the screen if you want to, and or have a go drawing it. So this is soul code 10, Lightning River. This is bringing, just like it says, it's the water current and the light of the sun. And then we have Emerald Stream here. Emerald Stream is a very joyous, you can see it's almost a happy looking vibration. It's the sun in its ultimate joy stream, very, very high frequency, high vibration. And this one is soul code 18. They're all crystalline in nature, meaning they work really well with the physical body. They have a physical foundation. And that is Time Alchemy Soul Code 18. So we've got 10, 17 and 18 there for those of you that love to punch your numbers in and love the numerology. There's a lot more teachings coming out soon about this, so you can go to ourremembrancemtemple.com.au, become a member, become a remember if you want to do more deep diving on all this stuff. And the Flame Holders course is coming very, very soon. This is for those of you that are really doing that searching and ready for more, ready to do the real work. It's all based in unconditional love, almighty power and wisdom, but it's also working with the true knowledge and our connections from within us and our organic soul technology that is inside us. It's activating that in our body, and we are in charge of that. All right, I've got some little taps on the shoulder, a little bit more about the Federation of Worlds and the time gatekeepers of the universal gateways. So these are the beings that they're massive beings. They're very embodied in their oversoul vibration. Some of them look quite, when you go in, they're quite void looking. So they're like these huge beings that stretch through all of the time gates. So even though in our human mind, when we have visuals of them, we might see them just sort of standing there at a stargate. They're like they stand like pillars, so they're guardians of the galaxies, guardians of the worlds. So the Federation of Worlds, the true Federation of Worlds of Light, work through these whole 12D to 9D guardians, but they stretch right through all of the timescapes and all of the gates. So these are the beings that are asking us to focus on stabilizing our timelines, our grids. This is a call out for all of the shamans out there, all of the past life regressors, all of the seers, all of the light workers, all of us with all of our gifts, to ignite the true organic timeline from inside us and understand that as of the 7th of May 2026, this is folding in on itself. The timelines are folding in. So we can be the stable holders on Earth, on the 3D Earth, and reach all the way up to 12D across the spheres. This will help to collapse all of the old AI timelines and all of the old false programs that have been implanted. So if you are someone that works with removing implants from people, this is important for you too. It's quite a big call out. So as we work to invert the timelines, we have the soul technology in us to instantly eliminate the distorted timelines. It's an instant elimination. And I will tell you that, there's lots of talk about the ancient Anunnaki and Anki and the original, the fall. You can go back to Lucifer and the fallen angels, and I don't read all of those books. There's little snippets that I hear. All of my information comes through organically. I'm very active throughout my whole 12 dimensions. I'm very much in touch with my 12D self in the sphere of Earth and up in the galactic realms. So all of this information comes through quite beautifully and organically for me. It has done my whole life. The communication is very, very clear. I don't particularly need to go outside of my body to get any of this information. It was something that I was born with as a hybrid. It gets a little bit. I'm not going to talk about all of that now, though. That's for another time, and maybe Flame Holders deep dive stuff, not to put out on YouTube, because I know that this video is going to be put out on YouTube later today. So just a few more deep breaths here, because this is really, really big stuff. This is like lifetimes and lifetimes and lifetimes of the work. For those of you that this is a call for not only the new light workers and the newer soul seeds on Earth, but this is also a massive call out for the old souls. We have no time. We're all timeless souls, and we're all have a wealth of knowledge inside us, and we're all connected, and we are all one. That is absolute here. And so it is. One we are. And yet we experience these individual timescapes, and the separation that has occurred has felt very real for a lot of souls, but the truth is it's not real. So it is our job to stabilize the true reality, the true timeline that isn't really a timeline as we know it, but it is opening up, and all of the timelines need to converge within us. Now, I always talk in spirals when I do this, because I'm in channel and I'm listening to so many different conversations that are going on with the team around me. But they're showing me how while this converges, we are going to be confronted with resistance from that old stream of Anunnaki and the fallen vibrations and the AI, and in the world around us. And it's real trickster energy. Like, it's so tricky. The Draconians, look, they're just like the little army of the greater AI separation that happened. This is the same energy that made all of the golden eras fall. It's in all of our stories. It's hidden in all of the ancient laws. But the truth is awakening. Remembrance is inside us, and we must stand together as one, firmly with both our feet on the ground. Divine masculine, divine feminine, and one. And then when you see or feel or sense, or maybe a draconian being will come to you in spirit, those of you that are very, very sensitive, I've been seeing them for a long, long time. Our job is to breathe unconditional love their way. That is the only way. As these timelines converge inside us, we then alchemize. This is where the time alchemy comes in. And if you want support, we do have this time alchemy in liquid form available on the website too. I'm not selling anything here. It's not what they're there for. They're there for people that feel called to them when they're ready. So there's really advanced sacred waters of origin, from the flame of origin through all of the stargates. It's amazing alchemy, and it's alchemy not from putting something from the outside into your body. It just helps you to stabilize and activate the organic soul technology from inside your stargate, inside you. It's when all of the energies converge and your 13th stargate opens up. It's known as your soul seed. It's the opening, the Eye of Ra. There's so many names for it, so many words and names across the grid. So you can take what feels right for you and leave what doesn't. Use your own words that feel right for you. Go within, sit on the green grass, go within, feel the stream of unconditional love. You can call on soul code within you to say, I activate now. Soul code 17, which is starting to really come forth. And you can say simultaneously, I activate soul code 18, which is time alchemy. They have other names. They have beautiful, beautiful soul names. But that is in the deep dive that I do in the Remembers portal and in other individual videos. So I'm going to leave it there, because I think that around that 25 minutes is a really, really good time just to give that first call out for this, and to offer any pressures, illusions, beings that you feel or sense, Draconian beings, Anunnaki, any AI, distorted feelings that don't feel right. Do not give your power away externally. Stand in your full sovereign self, your full sovereign self. And you can have a little read on the website of the 12 main soul codes that we've put on there. They're foundational keys. They're not like there's more than that. There's actually 144 across the timescape that'll be coming forth. But I've landed 99, the first ones that work with the spine, with the 12, also the 9 major gates in us, from our Earth Star chakra up to our Soul Star chakra. And we have the Golden Book of Life and the Plasma Soul Codes, which are the Oversoul Guardians. This is all organic soul technology coming back online. I taught this stuff. So when I landed from Arcturus, after being in the Pleiades and Sirius, back in the early stages of Atlantis, and I taught this stuff in the halls of Shambhala. As a remembrance of stabilizing the grid. It's way before the fall. And I know a lot of you listening to this were there at that time. This will trigger something really deep within your memory stream. These soul codes, they are in all of us. They are streaming through the sun en masse at the moment. All these solar flares we're getting. The earth is listening. The earth was the one that first presented and reminded me of who I was and why I was here, and helped to align all of this information for me. So much more. Remember to be in love with you. Go into your center. The timelines are converging. They are inverting inside you. Breathe with the oneness and the power of all that is, that you are. Because the really good news is it's already happened. We are on that trajectory of absolute organic enlightenment for everyone, for the whole entire collective. Let's not focus on timeline splits. It's okay to have discernment and yes, know that there are things happening there. Let's leave that there. Let's focus on doing that true inner work together and helping anyone that comes to us to do that work too. This is organic. It is divine. You know more than AI can give you. Let me tell you that. It is all inside you. Go to nature when you feel lost. Put your feet on the ground. Breathe deeply. Your breath is powerful at this time. Feel the sun open from inside you. The organic timelines converge into one, and all of the distorted timelines will also fold in to come home inside you. They are not going to override you. They cannot hold illusion. They cannot hold the falsity or going off onto inorganic timelines or timescapes or creating that when you stand in your full power of one. Oh, my love, thank you for listening. Please like this channel. Please share this channel. I have been waiting since I was 3 years old to start talking about this stuff. And it's only now that the earth and enough of us are stable to hear it. Thank you. From my heart to yours, many blessings. And I can feel that this is reaching out there, and the organic timeline is stabilizing. And you are doing amazing, amazing work. It's all in the stream of joy. Get onto that website and have a look at the soul codes. They're in our water temple in Aquashara Essences. And just ferret through there. And as you scroll all the way down onto an individual soul code essence, it will give you more information in there. And there's a lot more information coming out if this calls to you. If you're interested in organic soul technology from within you and activating that inside you. Also, you can download the ebook. I have it on audio too for those of you that love to listen, or you can get the old paperback, Golden Book of Life. I don't have it around me at the moment. Golden Book of Life and the Plasma Soul Codes. It's on all the major platforms. If you're in Australia, I can tune into your soul and give you a little personalized soul message in the front of the book, and we can post it to you. All my love. Talk again soon. Bye for now.